Sadly, there has been another plane crash. This plane crash took place out in Philadelphia. From what I understand, it was a medical flight and there were 6 people aboard, one of them being a child that was the patient. And from what I understand, they have all perished. It is also being reported that there were several people on the ground that were injured, and some of them severely. Beyond that, I don't have any additional information. So if you want some additional information, it's being talked about all across news media, and I'm sure you can Google some news stories to get that information. I just wanted to come in and remind you that Donald Trump and his administration and all of his surrogates, his army of liars that will go out and do interviews this weekend on social media and blame DEI. I talked about this in a live that I did over at the other place. So I want you to know the statistics, the facts of how the employees make up the FAA. ChatGPT is my best friend. Me and ChatGPT go together real bad. And so after all of the lies were being told after the first plane crash, I went over to ChatGPT and had a little chat discussion about the employees, the race, the percentages, that type of thing. So I first asked ChatGPT, what is the FAA employee makeup by position and race? It came back with a lot of information, but this is the information that I want to know about, being that Donald Trump and his people are talking about DEI, and we know they are using the word DEI as a racial slur to describe Black people. And so ChatGPT came back and said, as of recent reports, approximately 14% of the FAA employees identify as Black or African American. Only 14%. And so then I needed some additional information. I had a follow-up question. I asked ChatGPT, can you break down how many air traffic controllers there are and by race? And so ChatGPT said, as of 2022, the United States employed approximately 41,214 air traffic controllers and airfield operations specialists. The racial composition of this workforce is as follows. 73% are white. 9.74% are Black or African American. Those who identify as 2 or more races are 9.58%. And those who identify as Hispanic or Latino, they make up 15%. That means the majority of air traffic controllers with the FAA identify as white, to the tune of approximately 73%. And so from there, I had an additional question. I asked ChatGPT, can you break down how many pilots and by race? And ChatGPT came back and said, my girl, you and me, we go together real bad. Of course, I can break this down for you. Out of all the pilots that are employed under the FAA, 81.5% identify as white. The majority are white. And then you have Hispanic or Latino, 7.2%. There are 5.6% that are unknown. 2.8% identify as Asian. Black or African American, 2.2%. 2 or more races identify as 0.7%. American Indian and Alaska Native, 0.2%. Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, 0.1%. So as lying ass Donald Trump and his lying ass administration continues to gaslight and try to lie to your face, Remember these numbers. They will continue to demonize the term DEI because they want it gone like they did woke and CRT. The facts are the facts. We've talked about what Donald Trump did on his second day of his presidency, all of the things, the firings that he did. That's what contributed to this. Furthermore, DEI has nothing to do with what happened with these 2 plane crashes. The numbers prove it.